Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly a pleasure to have you here with me today. What if I told you the vitamins you take every morning are silently increasing your risk of early death? One of them shrinks your brain. Another, it quietly raises your risk of stroke and nerve damage, even at so-called normal doses. And the most dangerous part? You're probably taking it right now without a clue it's doing harm. This isn't internet hype. This comes directly from peer-reviewed research, including studies published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, which found that older adults who took certain synthetic supplements had up to a 46% higher risk of early death over a 10-year period. You see, after age 65, your body changes. Your liver slows down. Your kidneys don't flush out waste as efficiently. And those healthy vitamins you've been taking for years? They can begin to pile up inside your system, slowly poisoning your cells, inflaming your brain, and damaging your heart, joints, and nerves. You might chalk it up to just getting old, the fatigue, the stiffness, the brain fog, but in many cases, it's not aging, it's avoidable toxicity. My name is Dr. Michael Smith. For over 30 years, I've sat face-to-face with thousands of seniors just like you, people doing their best, taking their pills, eating right, trying to stay strong. But behind their quiet frustration was a pattern I couldn't ignore. They were being told to take more supplements, not realizing some of them were slowly breaking their bodies down from the inside out. That's why today, I'm going to reveal the 4 vitamins you should almost never take after age 65, and more importantly, the 4 essential nutrients your body is truly missing. Nutrients that don't just fill the gap, but actively restore circulation, muscle strength, memory, and peace of mind. This isn't about taking more pills, it's about taking back control. So if you're ready, let's begin. But first, if you believe in giving your body the respect it deserves, please take a second to subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps this message reach someone else who might be unknowingly hurting themselves, and gives you access to every vital video we share. Now, let's start by opening your medicine cabinet and removing the first dangerous vitamin that could be quietly aging your body from the inside out. Let's start with the ones to avoid, the ones that might be in your cabinet right now. Dangerous vitamin Sulfur, vitamin A, in retinol form. Vitamin A sounds like a friend, doesn't it? It helps with our vision, our immunity. But let me tell you about a patient of mine. We'll call her Eleanor, a lovely woman in her late 70s, a retired librarian who cherished her books and her rose garden. She came to me with complaints that seemed so ordinary. Dry, flaky skin, vision that was getting blurry, making it hard to read, and a persistent, dull ache in her joints. She said, "Doctor, I suppose this is just what getting old feels like." She was taking a high-strength multivitamin that she'd bought at the pharmacy, proud that it had everything in it, including a high dose of vitamin A as retinol. Here's the thing I had to explain to Eleanor. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. Unlike other vitamins that your body just flushes out, your body stores vitamin A in the liver. And after 65, your liver doesn't clear things out like it used to. It's like a sponge that's already full. So that daily dose of retinol wasn't helping her. It was slowly, steadily accumulating to toxic levels. Her dry skin, her blurred vision, her joint pain. It wasn't just getting old. It was chronic vitamin A toxicity. The science backs this up. A 2022 review in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked excess retinol intake in seniors to a 25% higher risk of atrial fibrillation. That's an irregular heartbeat that dramatically increases stroke risk. The solution for Eleanor wasn't another pill. It was simpler. We stopped her multivitamin, and I encouraged her to eat sweet potatoes, carrots, and spinach. These foods contain beta-carotene. Your body is smart. It only converts beta-carotene into vitamin A when it needs it. There's almost no risk of overdose. She felt the difference in weeks. The true gift wasn't just clearer vision. It was the joy of being able to read her beloved books again, without her eyes getting tired. That's the power of the right kind of nutrient. Dangerous vitamin number 3. Iron as a supplement. I'll never forget a gentleman named Robert, a former construction foreman, a man built of solid stuff. He came to me utterly exhausted. He said, "Doc, I'm more tired now than when I was building skyscrapers. My memory is shot. My heart flutters sometimes." His well-meaning family had him on an iron supplement. To fight the fatigue, they said. But here's the secret no one tells you about iron after 65. Unless you have a specific, diagnosed deficiency from blood loss, you don't need more iron. Men stop losing it after puberty. Women stop after menopause. That extra iron doesn't just disappear. It builds up in your liver, your heart, your pancreas, and it begins to cause something called oxidative stress. The simplest way to describe it is this. It's like your organs are slowly rusting from the inside out. That rust is scientifically linked to Alzheimer's, heart disease, and even cancer. Robert's fatigue wasn't a sign of deficiency. It was a symptom of overload. His body was working overtime to deal with the toxic excess of a healthy mineral. We did a simple blood test called a serum ferritin test. His levels were dangerously high. We immediately stopped the iron supplement and adjusted his diet. The change wasn't overnight, but slowly the fog began to lift. The exhaustion receded. He was no longer fighting his own supplement. He was giving his body a chance to heal. If you're taking a multivitamin with iron, please check the label. For most seniors, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire your body can no longer put out. Dangerous vitamin number 2. Calcium, as a standalone supplement. Oh, calcium. The poster child for bone health. We've been told for 50 years to take it for strong bones. Let me tell you about Margaret. She was terrified of fractures. She took 1,000 milligrams of a calcium supplement every single day, like clockwork. But she came to me not for her bones, but for her heart. She was experiencing palpitations, and her arteries were showing signs of calcification. Here is the crucial piece of the puzzle that Margaret was missing. Taking a big dose of calcium by itself is like hiring a construction crew and dropping a truckload of bricks in the middle of a highway, instead of at the construction site. The calcium doesn't know where to go. After 65, your bones don't just sponge it up anymore. Without its crucial partners, vitamin D3 and vitamin K2, that excess calcium doesn't go into your bones. It gets lost, and it ends up in your soft tissues, your joints, causing stiffness, and most dangerously, in the walls of your arteries, making them hard and brittle. So the very pill Margaret was taking to prevent a fracture was increasing her risk of a heart attack or a stroke. The answer isn't to fear calcium, it's to get it intelligently. From food. From leafy greens, sardines, yogurt, and almonds. In food, calcium comes with other nutrients that help your body use it correctly. And if you must supplement, it must be with its guiding partners, D3 and K2. This isn't just about strong bones. It's about keeping your arteries soft and your heart safe. Dangerous vitamin number 1. Vitamin B6, in high doses. This is the one that shocks most people. B6 is in everything. Energy drinks, brain formulas, multivitamins. It's water-soluble, so everyone assumes it's safe. David, a patient in his late 60s, came to my office with a terrifying symptom: a constant tingling, a burning numbness in his feet. He couldn't feel the ground properly and had lost his confidence in walking. He was diagnosed with idiopathic neuropathy, meaning nerve damage with no known cause. He was taking a nerve support formula he bought online. It was loaded with over 100 nanograms of vitamin B6. Here's the sinister truth about B6. While it is water-soluble, in high doses, it has a strange affinity for your nerve tissue. It builds up there, and it becomes neurotoxic. It literally poisons the sensory nerves, starting in your hands and feet. The safe daily amount of B6 from food is less than 2 milligrams. Research shows nerve damage can begin in older adults, taking as little as 50 milligrams a day over time. Many supplements contain 100 milligrams or more per pill. David's nerve support formula was, in fact, the cause of his nerve damage. We stopped it immediately. His recovery was slow, because nerve tissue takes a long time to heal. But it did begin. The burning subsided. The feeling started to return. The emotional relief for him was immense. It wasn't some mysterious disease. It was a pill he thought was helping. When it comes to B6, more is not better. More can mean permanent damage. If you're still with me, and if any of this information has resonated with you, please let me know by typing a simple 1 in the comments below. It tells me that we are on the right track together. All right, we've cleared out the dangerous clutter. Now, let's rebuild with the essentials, the 4 nutrients your body is crying out for after 65. Essential vitamins number 4, magnesium. If your body is an orchestra, magnesium is the conductor. It's involved in over 300 critical processes. Yet it's one of the first things to become depleted as we age. I think of Helen, a patient who suffered for years from nightly leg cramps, restless sleep, and a constant, humming anxiety. She'd tried everything. The problem is, as we age, we absorb less magnesium from our food. Our kidneys excrete more of it, and common medications, for blood pressure, for acid reflux, strip it from our system. Her body's orchestra was out of tune. Her nerves were firing erratically, causing cramps. Her brain couldn't settle down, causing anxiety and poor sleep. We didn't add a sleeping pill or a muscle relaxer. We added magnesium, specifically magnesium glycinate, which is gentle and highly absorbable, around 300 milligrams before bed. 2 weeks later, she told me, "Doctor, it's like someone turned down the static in my body." She was sleeping through the night for the first time in a decade. The cramps were gone. The feeling of calm she experienced was profound. It wasn't a drug. It was simply giving the conductor its baton back. Essential vitamin C3, vitamin D3. We call it a vitamin, but it's really a master hormone that controls over 1,000 functions in your body, especially your immune system. After 65, your skin's ability to make vitamin D from sunlight drops by more than half. For my patients who live in northern climates or spend more time indoors, deficiency is almost a given. I remember Frank. Every single winter, like clockwork, he'd get a nasty cold that would turn into bronchitis. He'd be knocked out for weeks. He accepted it as his winter tax. Low vitamin D doesn't just mean weaker bones, it means a weaker immune system. A major 2020 review in the British Medical Journal showed that seniors with low D levels had a 50% higher risk of respiratory infections. We got Frank on 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily. Not D2, but the D3 form, which is what your body makes from the sun. The next winter, he got a small sniffle that was gone in 2 days. The winter after that, nothing. The physical benefit was avoiding sickness. But the emotional benefit was enormous. It was the freedom from dreading winter. It was the confidence to know his body could defend itself again. Essential vitamin Jacques. Vitamin B12. If you feel a persistent brain fog, if your balance feels a little off, if your legs feel weak, please listen closely. I once had a family bring their mother, Susan, to me. They were worried she was showing early signs of dementia. She was forgetful, a bit unsteady on her feet, and seemed to have lost her spark. But I suspected something else. As we age, our stomachs produce less acid. That acid is essential to separate vitamin B12 from the protein in our food, so you can eat a perfect diet and still be starving your brain and nerves of this critical vitamin. We tested Susan's B12 levels. They were critically low. This wasn't dementia. It was a severe but reversible nutritional deficiency. We bypassed her stomach entirely with a sublingual B12 lozenge, one that dissolves under the tongue. 1,000 micrograms a day. The transformation over the next 2 months was nothing short of miraculous. The fog lifted. Her wit returned. Her gait became steady. Her family got their mother back, and she got her life back. It is arguably the single most important blood test for anyone over 65, because fixing a B12 deficiency can feel like turning back the clock 10 years. Essential vitamins sugar 1, omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. We've arrived at the most important nutrient of all. It's not technically a vitamin, but it is the most essential. I don't even need one patient story for this. I have hundreds. The evidence is simply overwhelming. A massive 2021 European study of over 42,000 adults found that those with the highest blood levels of omega-3s had a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. Let me repeat that. Not just from heart disease. From all causes. These fatty acids, EPA and DHA, are literally the building blocks of your brain. They are what keep your cell membranes flexible. They are the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory in your body. They help keep your heart beating in a steady rhythm. Yet, over 2/3 of adults over 60 are deficient. Getting enough from fish alone is difficult. The most reliable way is a high-quality fish oil or algae-based supplement. I recommend my patients look for a supplement that provides at least 1,000 milliliters of combined EPA and DHA. This isn't just about living longer, it's about the quality of those years. It's the difference between a mind that stays sharp and one that fades, a body that moves with ease and one that is stiff with pain. Omega-3s don't just help you live longer, they help you stay you longer. So there you have it. The truth about vitamins after 65. It's not about taking more pills. It's about taking the right ones. It's about removing the hidden dangers and providing the essential building blocks. You now have the knowledge. You have the power to look at that bottle in your hand and ask, is this truly serving me? Or is it holding me back? The path to a stronger, clearer, more vibrant life is not in a magic pill. It's in intelligent choices. And today, you have made a wonderful choice just by being here. Before you head out, if this video brought you value, and if you believe this is information that could help someone you love, please tap the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. We are building a community here dedicated to aging with strength and dignity. What's in your medicine cabinet right now? Let me know in the comments which vitamin on this list shocked you the most. Thank you for your time and your trust. Thanks for watching.